Okay guys, I'm gonna do a quick tutorial. I'm going to do a simple magazine cover and show you how to send the magazine logo behind the image. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start a new project. New magazine sizes are normally 8.5 width by 11 inches, 300 DPI. I'll go with RGB color. Create. Add the image. I'll just use a random image. I'll use Hood Celebrity from a project a cover I did for October. So I'm gonna stretch. You stretch the corners, that will keep the dimension of the image. Keep it correct aspect ratio. Press enter to fill it. Alright, so this is our canvas I'll be working with. Use elements. A-L-A-M-A-N-T-S. Alrighty, so I use font I always use for this. Alright, select the font. Again, click the corner, pull it to keep the aspect ratio of the text. Use a color that's more visible. Let's see what color I'm going to use. Red. Okay, red. Element signature color. Alright, so this is the main part of the tutorial now, which is sending the logo behind the image. There are many ways to do it. I'm going to use a very simple one, and for like images like this where the edges around the model or subject is smooth, I think this is a good option to choose. So alright, let's see what we're working with. So for the logo, I'm gonna rasterize it. Layer, rasterize, layer. Alright, so when you rasterize the layer, it basically turns it into an image rather than a text, so you have other options to manipulate it. So I'm gonna zoom in. Alright, so the option I'll be using is the pen tool. Right, so what I'll do is I'll bring down the opacity of the name, the logo, bring it down so I can see the edges. Right, so I'll select the photo layer and I go to the pen tool, select pen tool. So what I'll do now is trace around the edge of the hair or around the image where I want to be above the logo. So try to go around as smooth as possible. Like around these areas, it have to be smooth because it doesn't overlap with the logo. So your main focus is on the areas that overlap. So like this, I can just go through. Right here, keep it smooth. Right here, keep it very smooth. Try to get it as much to the edge. Alright, so I think for that I'm pretty good. So I'm gonna go around and connect. Right click on it, select, make selection. So it can feather, it can be 0, 1. So I use feather just to feather the edges just a little bit, make it a little bit smoother. Click OK. So now this is the important part. So it selects that area that I was just working on, but I'm working on the images layer. So now I want to manipulate the logo layer, so I have to select that layer, and all I have to do now is hit delete. Once I hit delete, it deletes that area I cut out around the image. Command D to deselect. Done. So what I'll do now is bring the opacity up back, and there you go. So you're basically sending the logo behind without sending it behind because the layer is still above. But what I do is cut out with the pen tool around the edges of the model that overlaps with the logo and then remove that area. So it seems as if it's behind, but it's not behind. It's just that it takes out that area that was overlapping. So there you go. Logo is behind the model. There you go. There you have it. Easy way to remove the or to send the logo behind an image.